Hey, folks, back in the game here. Tops has lost their mind. I don't have any other way to describe this other than this is pure insanity. For those that weren't aware, Topps Chrome basketball, really early in my opinion, released the pre-order today. It was supposed to be yesterday. I think maybe the Cloudflare outage screwed that up. But at any rate, this is a super highly anticipated release. Chrome is pretty much going to be the king from now on, right? In theory, um, as far as rookie cards and things like that go, they'll have higher end sets, but this is going to be the mainstream set, other than paper flagship. Uh, that was my thought, at least. But these prices are absolutely insane. Let me start this off by saying that a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, well, Panini did the same thing with Optic and Prism and blah 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 and all those expensive sets." I will tell you that I didn't buy any Prism or Optic or any of those high end, not high end, mid end hobby boxes. I simply didn't buy them. I had naively thought that I would be able to be in the affordable range once Topps Chrome came out. Clearly, that's not the case. So what I did previously, when Panini had the license, is I bought retail. In I think what is a shocking turn of events, Topps has increased all of the retail prices to I mean, I think ridiculous is kind of a maybe understating it. So let's get into it real quick here. This is going to be a short video. I am just absolutely over stimulated with this. I guess I'm completely angry, and I'm sure some people are going to disagree with me, but that's fine. So let's start with what I thought was going to happen. I thought that we would get, I don't know, 220 to 250 for a hobby and or probably 350 to maybe low fours for a jumbo. I've never paid that much for a box in my life. I wouldn't, but that's kind of what I thought the prices for jumbos would be. It turns out that they did the hobby boxes at $369. You get one single autograph of somebody, probably like Detlef Schrempf, right? And the basketball hobby jumbos were $699. You can see that they've sold out. The truth about it is they don't have any choice but to sell out. The breaker ecosystem, they can't not carry this product. This is going to be the main basketball product of the year, and people are going to have no choice but to pay that in order to put it in breaks. And I'm sure people are still going to join the breaks. I may join some breaks for reasonable prices. I may buy some singles. We'll see. But my thought was, I was going to buy a hobby box or two. Absolutely did not at $369. That's absolutely insane, especially given the quality of Topps Chrome hobby boxes lately. There has just been no value there at all. We'll see if update changes that. But so the backup plan was obviously to buy some retail, right? So these are the retail configurations they have on the site, and you can see they're not sold out. They have a hanger box for $20 freaking dollars, which is crazy in my opinion, but maybe not the worst overall. Oh wow, I didn't know it was 15 cards per pack. That's crazy. So you get 15 cards in the pack. So who knows what those are going to be as far as value, but I'm guessing not much. Now here's where the really ridiculous stuff comes in. They have another thing I want to point out real quick here is that these are going to be the cheapest prices for the hobby versions, the hobby and retail, or the hobby and jumbo. Those will be the cheapest you'll see them. So every time you see this product after this, it'll be unless the market takes over and makes them cheaper. I haven't seen that yet, and I doubt it with this kind of limited supply, but maybe, who knows. Those will be the cheapest you'll see them. These retail prices here will be what is on the shelves. At most places, some places will be, $5 higher, like Meijer, places like that. So this is a mega box. That is 8 cards per pack, 7 packs per box. What's that? 56 cards, exclusive blue X fractors. It doesn't say guaranteed 10, so I don't know exactly how that's going to work. And that is $85. I repeat, $85 for a mega box. At least when Panini had the license and they were gouging us on the hobby side, their retail products were $35 for a blaster and $59 to $64 for a mega box. And for the most part, let's call it what it is here. For the most part, Panini has better chases in those boxes, like Downtowns and Color Blasts, things like that. Things people actually want. And those are all sitting on shelves everywhere right now. Last year's product is sitting everywhere. I don't have any local stores that don't have tons of Optic basketball and Prism basketball and all the paper products, all of it, it's sitting there. So sitting there at 64 or 59, do you think it's not going to sit there at 84? It is for me. Let me back up a second. I don't plan on buying any of this. I am not going to cut myself off at the feet and say that I absolutely will never buy this, because who knows what my gambling addiction will do when this hits the shelves. I have zero plans on buying this at this price. It's an insane price. The other insane price here is the value box, the blasters, $49. And 4 cards per pack, 7 packs per box. That's 28 cards. Looks like a different parallel now. Red, white, and blues. Maybe they're cool. I don't know. But if you take a look at, people kind of took a stand on Chrome Update this year, or not Chrome Update, Chrome Baseball this year, and they're not buying these at the $39 a blaster, and they've raised this $10 freaking dollars over that. I can go almost anywhere in my town right now, and I can get a Chrome Baseball blaster. They're just sitting on the shelves at $39. So this should sit on the shelves at $49. That's a crazy price to me. So I guess kind of my argument is to anyone who says, hey, we've been paying this for Panini. People have, not me. Yeah, sure, they have for the hobby and the first off the line type of stuff, but they have not been paying this for retail. And retail Panini stuff is frankly better than Chrome. There hasn't been a comparable Chrome insert chase to a Downtown or a Color Blast, at least since I've been back in the hobby since 2023. So anyway, I wanted to get this out here real quick, sort of fast video, just to get my thoughts on the insanity that's going on today. If it wasn't clear, I didn't buy any. I'm not planning on buying any. And I guess if worst comes to worst, I'll buy some Dylan Harper singles maybe. I don't have any plans on investing, quote unquote, investing in Cooper Flag. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. If you're new here, please click subscribe. I always appreciate a like and a comment on my videos, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.